Jonas is left dumbfounded when Martha II reappears from the cave, gadget in hand, claiming this was their original meeting spot. To add to his confusion, three people, one with a cleft lip, set fire to an ancient 1917 library. On a chilly November morning, Martha II rises from bed and greets her mother and little brother impulsively. Her older sibling Magnus pushes Franziska out the window while Jonas stumbles upon Winden, trying to make contact with Martha II, who had no idea of his existence. Killen, being intrigued by Jonas' presence, notices posters all around town displaying that his younger bro is missing. As Ulrich Nielsen greets his pregnant wife, Hannah, upon her awakening from sleep, he must suddenly leave for the missing child investigation. Later on, as she folds his jacket, an alluring scent of perfume is detected and a blonde hair found in its depths. Meanwhile at school, while Jonas masquerades as a transfer student behind Martha II during their black hole physics class, taught by Bartosz Tiedman, strange occurrences begin to manifest. The police are convinced that the lost child ran away, and Ulrich II is in charge of giving an update on their whereabouts. Afterward, he gives Charlotte II Doppler a passionate kiss in a stockroom. Just when Charlotte leaves for her job, Officer Wuller with one arm appears and stares intensely at Ulrich. Meanwhile at school, Jonas makes another attempt to communicate with Martha II, though she still ignores him. Instead, he notices her notebook about Ariadne, which motivates him to investigate further by attending the rehearsal performance. Stunned by the possibility of Katharina Nielsen's affair with Ulrich, Hannah arrives at school to confront her. However, despite being as occupied as ever, Principal Katharina simply passes it off and leaves. This astonishes Hannah even further when Joan approaches her addressing her as Mom, leaving her unsure of who he is. Meanwhile, Charlotte visits the nuclear power plant, speaking with manager Alex Steedman, only for him to state that no youngster can possibly be down there since all tunnels surrounding the facility have been sealed up tightly. A small group, including Jonas, watches Martha II and Killen perform the play, after which the group splits up. The teenagers will later reunite at the bridge. In the bunker, Magnus has sex with mute Franziska. Returning to the bridge and woods, Jonas pursues Martha II. She, Killen, Bartosz, Magnus and Fran then retreat into the woods, yelling angrily at him to F off. He makes an effort to alert them to Mikkel. Jonas visits a little church cemetery and finds Regina Tiedman's tomb. He is questioned by Peter Doppler, a clergyman. When Jonas mentions the Conhold family, the pastor responds that they haven't lived in Winden since 1965. As the teens explore a mysterious cave, Magnus too recounts an old tale he had been told. Before they can venture further in, they are suddenly startled by rumbling and flee to safety. Upon arriving at their destination, a bunker, Killen searches for Martha II, who got lost along the way. Suddenly, horrifically, there is another rumble that causes Mads Nielsen, as per ID papers, a dead child, to fall into the bunker. When Jonas visits his old home, he finds Mikkel II sleeping peacefully and notices that all the family photographs have been modified to remove Ulrich, the absent father. Elizabeth II Doppler attempts to hush her grandfather as he mumbles something about a rerun. Later on in an automobile, Charlotte II and Ulrich encounter each other again. As Jonas approaches the Nielsen home, he unexpectedly encounters an elderly woman, Martha II. She states that although Jonas is not present in this reality, life continues to go on its course. Then, while a man works alone inside a laboratory with machines and lightning bolts in 1888, Martha II appears out of nowhere. Confused and bewildered at the sight of her alive before him, it's revealed she is actually 50-year-old Jonas I. And intrigued by now old Martha, claims that if only he looks deep enough into history, he will get his answer as to where all this started from. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notification for more movie recaps.